Hey guys, how's it going? It's JTJudgment here. I'm back again, guys, today with another legend review in FIFA 16 for you all. And today, as you can see on the screen right now, we got the 86 rated Colombian Carlos Valderamma. Now, when it comes to stats with this guy, I've got to start this review off with that, guys. Valderamma has got probably one of the worst, if not the worst looking legend card when it comes to stats on the card and stats in-game, because he's got so many low stats, you know. When it comes to his card face stats, he's had 68 pace, 72 shooting, 18 defending, 48 physical. But then he does have 85 passing and 86 dribbling to sort of make up for that. You know, guys, it doesn't make him completely and utterly useless. And then when you look at his in-game stats, some of the pick of the bunch: 91 vision, 83 attack positioning, 80 agility, 90 ball control, 88 dribbling, 86 passing, long passing that is, and 88 short passing. So you can see that from his in-game stats, you should only really use him one way, you know? 86 long pass, 88 short pass, 90 ball control, 88 dribbling. You know, he's definitely the sort of player that, in my opinion, you should just get him on the ball, completely ignore the sprint button. He is not that great of a player. If you get him on the ball and try and sprint through your opponent's teams, it's just not going to work because the pace with this card really isn't the greatest. So get him on the ball, guys, and just slowly dribble through teams if you want to go on runs with him, or just use that 85 passing to utilize his, you know, like his amazing passing, obviously, and just make that key pass, setting up goals left, right, and centre. And if you use him like that, guys, I think the boy will perform absolutely fantastic for you. Now, moving into the positives and weaknesses, guys, that I did find with this card. The weaknesses I will go through first. One of the things that I noticed with this card and that I absolutely hated is that his stamina for me was very, very, very bad. I mean, I would start off the game's fine, fair enough, but then I would get to half time and it was as if he was just jogging. You know, I would finish the game, by the end of the game, guys, he was barely even walking. You know, he was really slow on the ball, and every single game when I went into the squad screen to start off a new game, I would see that he was losing about 7 to 8 fitness after just one game. So definitely do keep that in mind if you are thinking of going out and buying Valderamma for yourself. The other weakness that I did find is that his pace, like I've already mentioned, for me wasn't the greatest. He is not the fastest of players, guys. I did try using him the way, you know, just getting him on the ball, attempting to run through teams, go on skill runs and stuff like that, but it really didn't work with me, you know. Defenders were catching him very, very easily, and just bottom line, he just really didn't seem the fastest of players, you know. Acceleration was really bad, and even if he did hit his top sprint speed, most of the defenders that I did come up against, even though pace is like that this year, managed to catch him very, very easily. His strength for me was really bad as well. Now, coming off his pace into his strength, like I said about his pace, people were catching him, or defenders were catching him very, very easily. Muscling him off the ball didn't really seem to be anything of a challenge. You know, Valderamma was very weak for me, muscled off the ball very, very easy, and he went to ground after nearly every single challenge. So definitely, again, same as his pace and stamina, something to keep in mind if you are thinking of buying him yourself. And the last weakness is that his aerial ability for me wasn't the greatest. Now, you wouldn't really think that with somebody of an afro the size that this boy has. Had to mention the size of that afro, guys. He did actually score me 102 header goals in the number of games that I did play, but the amount of chances that he did have to win the ball in the air that he lost was absolutely crazy, guys. So even though he did manage to score 102 headers for me, that's literally all he did, guys. You know, winning the ball in the air from goal kicks and stuff like that, just completely and utterly useless. Now, the positives that I did find, they really did make me enjoy using this card more than I expected to, basically. His positioning for me was awesome. Now, I used him as a centre forward in a 4-3-3 false 9 formation, and in that position, he really did half decently for me, you know, when it comes to positioning. He was always making runs, and he was always getting himself into those positions where he could do damage and, you know, basically change the game. You know, either finish off and score a goal himself, or set up somebody else with a fantastic pass, and then, you know, I can come away with a win from that game. So I got to say, positioning with Valderamma really wasn't a problem. His dribbling and ball control for me was fantastic. Coming into the fact again, guys, that in my opinion, the best way to utilize Carlos Valderamma in this game is to just use him for dribbling and passing. You know, his shooting for me was pretty decent as well. He did manage to score me a couple of goals, but I gotta say, once again, one of the best ways to, or if not the best way to utilise this card is just use his amazing dribbling and his passing. He's also got 4-star skills, guys, and 4-star weak foot. Something else that's going to tempt a lot of people to buy him. If you are a skiller, then that box is ticked with Valderamma. And I gotta say, his weak foot for me definitely was reliable. He finished a lot of chances inside the box for me. Outside the box was a bit meh, but when it comes to finishing inside the box, guys, I gotta say, he is very, very reliable. Now, final thoughts on the legend, Carlos Valderrama, guys. I've got to give him nothing less than around final score of 9 out of 10. For his current price of about 220 to 230,000 coins, that's how much I bought Valderrama. Not sure what his price may be, whether it's changed by the time you are seeing this review. But guys, for that price, I think you were buying a pretty awesome card. But that's personally my opinions. What are yours, guys, on the legend Valderrama? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to drop this video a like, guys, if it did help you decide whether or not to go out and buy him for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you would like to see more legend reviews from me in the very near future. And that's going to wrap things up, guys. Please take care from me, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.